This dude is so good. Everything that is important at the quarterback position, Joe Burrow does at an incredibly high level. The instinctual reaction that he has is so special for this upcoming draft. This play against Texas A&M or Mississippi State, perfect example. Mississippi State's defense is quarter, half. Real quickly, you have a half-field safety, a squat corner, and then this safety's got a quarter of the field with vision on these number 2 and 3 receivers. Now, the route tree for LSU is going to be an out route, a corner route, a seam post, and then a shallow. I want everyone to understand this progression goes 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way backside to Justin Jefferson. As this play goes, the read is going to start with this corner playing this cover 2 corner right now. Now, this cover 2 corner, if he went and played back and took away that corner, you throw that out route. And if he drove up on that out route, well, then Joe Burrow would go throw that corner. But if he plays in between those guys, then you have to make a decision. Joe Burrow staring at this corner, he's playing in between both that corner route and that out route. Well, that's option number 1. Well, then if that corner's playing in between, I have to go to option number 2. Watch option number 2 is this safety. I told you he had half the field. If he starts to drive on that corner route, well, you have to get off of it. This Mississippi State defensive back, that safety's driving on that corner route. Well, Joe Burrow, the corner in between, option number 2, he's driving on that corner route over the top. I have to move off. I want everyone to focus on Joe Burrow's head right here as his instincts snap his reaction backside to number 3 and number 4. Watch how quickly. Snap. He snaps backside to number 3 and 4. And I told you this safety is playing quarter of the field on this seam post. He's driving. He's going to have great leverage. Right there, Joe Burrow has made that decision to throw the football. This safety's got great vision on the ball. Here comes a pick. I've got a great angle to undercut this throw. Watch the placement of this throw right there. That is right in between. You can barely see the receiver because that safety undercut, and he places it in the absolute perfect location throw-wise. Joe Burrow has a great understanding of what the defense is in and how to attack it. And then this instinctual reaction to get to number 3 or number 4 if it's needed to. And then listen, the accuracy that he plays the position with is so important and special and rare. He's the bona fide number 1 pick for the Cincinnati Bengals.
We needed some help there from Joe Burrow in our formation, but you don't agree, Tannenbaum, that he'll be as good of a pro as Dan does. Why?
I think there's some things to like about him. I saw him live 3 times, Alabama, Georgia, and Oklahoma. Athletically, it was a pleasant surprise. However, he is thinly built from the waist down, and when you look at some of the quarterbacks that have had problems in the pro game, Sam Bradford, Nick Foles, in their lower body, they weren't as well defined. This guy looks a little bit like a get-up intern, very nondescript physically. And when you look at guys like Justin Herbert in particular, being built to laugh, Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, they've had sustained excellence for a long time because they were well built from the waist down.
Well, what concerns me is the location. Going to the Cincinnati Bengals, Carson Palmer's already came out, told him how difficult it is to try and rebuild there. But look at the quarterbacks he's going to go against in that division and those defenses that he's going to go against those divisions. Those windows that you're talking about aren't going to be as big as the ones that he saw on Saturday. The ones on Sunday is going to be a lot.
Did you just see that question?
Yeah, I saw that backside corner.
Dan, let me ask you the question this way. We have forever analyzed college quarterbacks and said the game is so different on the pro level. Doesn't feel that way anymore. It feels like the game is very similar on the pro level. So I want to make sure that what you're telling us is you believe all the things you just showed us will translate when he makes that step.
He will run that same concept at the pro level. He will see that same defense at the pro level. He'll see corners play in between at the pro level, and he will see safeties drive on the football. Listen, as a safety, you're not going to play that much better. But when your coverage comes here and the ball is placed right there, you know what there's a saying? There's no defense for the perfect throw. And Joe, listen, I told you guys, I have 31 plays of Joe Burrow that we are going to break down and get up.
That's Mika Fitzpatrick.
And this is
Humphrey.
But this is why. But this is why. All the important
barbecue chicken. I'm eating
all
that
the important things that are at the quarterback position, he does incredibly well. I would disagree with you respectfully that the lower half, I don't see that as this important thing. I see the accuracy and the brain and
because when you take somebody first overall, you need him to be sustainable.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.